Hey furry friends, and welcome back to my channel. So this week's video is Life with Ferrets. I'm continuing on with the Life with a blank pet. I took a break for 2 weeks of the Life with a videos because I did 2 Q&As, but I'm continuing on the series and I plan to keep doing it until I've gotten through all the pets that I own. So this week is going to be ferrets. I have a few of their supplies behind me that I will show before I actually get them out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get started. So first I will show their food. We use Supreme Ferret Diet, no corn or grain, because ferrets can't have anything there like that. They're carnivores, obviously, and we are trying to get them on raw. We have been for so long. They're like the pickiest ferrets I've ever seen. We've tried so many different kinds of raw meats. They don't like any of it. We've tried to put like some types of things in their food to get them used to raw, and we're just having a really hard time. My friend has ferrets and all hers eat is raw. They're on a completely raw diet, so she's hopefully gonna be able to come over soon and help me get my ferrets on raw. But this is what they eat. Let's see if I can show you what it looks like. It just looks like this. It just looks like that. Sorry, that was probably really loud opening the bag, like literally right by the microphone. I have it right here. I use my microphone again this week so that way we have better sound. Now I will show their litter. They do use a litter pan. We never really had to teach them how to use it. They've always used a litter pan. We just put it in the corner of their cage and they always go there. So it's so heavy. I really thought I could lift that. Okay. Recycled paper litter. It has a picture of a cat on the front, but this is what we use for our ferrets. I'll show you what it looks like. I can't lift this bag, so I'm just going to put some in my hand to show you guys because... Okay, it looks like this, and that's what they use. I dropped some in the floor. Okay. I'll show you a few of their favorite toys. They love tubes. This really long plastic tube. They love going through that, and when I get them out, when we have playtime, I will show you guys playing with these. They also have this tunnel, which they love. They're obsessed with this tunnel, so they'll also use that during playtime. And is there anything else over here? I don't know. This is one of Scout's favorite toys. It was mine, but he loves this. He packs it everywhere and hides it. This is like the only thing of mine that he really steals. So yeah, that's his. Okay, I'm gonna go actually get the ferrets now, and I'll hold them and talk a bit about their care and then have playtime and everything, and just everything we do with them throughout the day. So let's go. And I will show their cage at the end of this video, like just a quick little cage tour. Okay, here's the ferret brothers. I got Scout. Come here, Weezer. There you are. So here they are. They really want to get down and play right now. Well, Scout does. Maybe I can hold Weezer while I talk a bit about them. So first of all, they need a multi-level cage. I'm pretty sure mine has 3 levels, but it has to be multi-level. They love climbing. With a hammock, preferably a few of them. They love to sleep in hammocks, just sit in them. They really love hammocks. Of course, a food dish, water bottle. You can use a water dish to put the water in. I usually use a water bottle because they always play in the water and make a mess and tip it over, but you can use a dish if you want. I'm gonna let him down. He wants to play. What are you guys doing? Oh, he's gonna go through the tunnel. Here we go. Oh, this other tunnel's on top of it. Okay, there you go, buddy. Oh, this is my microphone wire. I need to move that. Okay. Sorry if they're making a lot of noise, but like I said, I put my litter pan in the corner, and they usually do like to go to the bathroom in corners, and a lot of times like their poop will get stuck to the side of the cage, so I recommend putting a litter box in the very back corner, so to prevent it from making a mess. That's what I always do with mine. They need a lot of toys to keep them busy. Obviously they love tunnels, boxes, and balls. I recently got them some, just like some to play with, like that would be in a ball pit, like those type. They're actually a lot smaller, and what I wanted was the type of balls from like a ball pit, but they're literally like this big, and I don't want them to get choked on them or anything, so they don't really have many like that. They love to chew on things that aren't safe for them. They'll chew on wires. I had to put my microphone wire up here so they can't reach it, but you have to ferret-proof your house, make sure there's not anything they can get into that could hurt them. And you let them out for playtime because they do need quite a bit of time out of their cage. Ferrets require a lot of energy and attention, but they're very fun and a cuddly pet, so they'll give you affection back. They have a really strong bond with their owners. It's best to get them in pairs. You need to get them in pairs, but it's best to introduce them slowly if you don't get them at the same time. Weezer and Scout were brothers when we got them. They were already in the same cage, but if you get them at separate times, make sure you introduce them so they don't fight or not get along or anything. They do play pretty roughly with each other, but don't be worried or anything unless they're like actually fighting. But they do play fight, and it's nothing to be worried about. If they get along, they won't really hurt each other. If you already know they get along, they're just play fighting. Just make sure they're not like actually fighting. But yeah, if they're just roughly playing, it's nothing to worry about. They do need about 4 hours out of their cage, and always make sure they're monitored during that time. They should not be around other small animals such as chinchillas, hamsters, rabbits, any small rodents. They will eat rodents. They were actually brought here to hunt rabbits, so they will kill any rodents. So you have to keep them away. Obviously, I have a lot of rodents, but they're all in locked cages, and they have their own cage too. And when we let them out for playtime, obviously, all the other rodents are in their cages. Just don't let them out at the same time. It is okay to have other small rodents along with having ferrets. Just make sure you don't let them out at the same time. If you have a bin cage for your hamster, do not let them in the room where that cage is. If you do use a bin cage, that's the reason I don't use bin cages, because when I let my ferrets out for playtime, I don't want to worry about them getting the hamsters. They can chew through a bin cage because it is just plastic, or tear through the wire on the side, so you have to be very careful if you do have a hamster in a bin cage, because these guys could get through and eat your hamster. So be careful. We use wire cages with locks. You can watch all my other videos about my hamster cages. A lot of people think my cages are too small because I use wired ones and not bin cages, which I really don't like bin cages. But ow, that hurt. Okay. But I have 620-inch cages, the Hamster Haven, I'm pretty sure it's called, cages, and they are wire with locks, and I do this so the ferrets can't get to them. These guys are being really hyper and playful right now, aren't you? Yeah. They also, of course, need their nails trimmed every so often. You can give them a bath, but I very rarely give them a bath, just if they're smelling really bad. Honestly, a lot of people ask me if ferrets smell bad. Their odor isn't too bad. They do have like a musky type odor. But honestly, you get used to it. Now I don't even really know when I smell like ferret, because the scent can rub off on your clothes or your hair. So like sometimes I don't know if I go to town and smell like ferret to other people. So I don't, yeah. So yeah, just be aware that the scent can rub off on your clothes or hair. I really am immune to the smell now. Like I can't really smell it. When I first got them, I did notice the odor, but it doesn't really bother me anymore. I think you just kind of get used to it. I think that's everything. I had a bunch of things written down, but I kind of just mentioned the odor as an extra thing because people always ask me about that if they smell really bad. So I will go ahead and show you them playing and then do the quick little cage tour. Okay, so I just put their tunnels up on the bed here. Scout is the really hyper one, and Weezer kind of gets tired after a while. He's not quite as hyper as Scout is. This is how they play. If you're wondering like the difference between rough play and actually fighting, this is them playing. They really love this tunnel. Oh! You want to go through that tunnel? Yeah. Look, I'm going to watch you come out at the other end, okay, buddy? Come on! There you are. Hi, peekaboo. You're so cute. Is Weezer coming through too? Yeah? Oh, no. You're going back that way, huh? They're going backwards. They're just chilling out, playing in there. They're very fun to watch. They're so entertaining and playful. Oh my. Sorry if the sound isn't as good now. I unplugged the microphone so I can hold it to show you guys them playing. I did have it on a tripod with a microphone, so I'll try and talk a bit louder. Going out this end now. Can you literally see them playing right through there? You get your brother Scout look. You're so funny. She was barking in the other room. Sorry if you can hear that. So they usually have playtime like this for a while. They get usually 4 hours out of their cage. I will go ahead and show you guys their cage tour. Okay, sorry, the audio is about to get a little bit louder. I had to go get my tripod with my microphone because I tried to tape this and you couldn't really hear anything without it. So here is the cage. I'll start from the bottom to the top and then do like a full overview of the cage. So at the bottom they have the little ball pit there with all the toys, and at the very back is the litter and also the water bottle. And okay, I'll get a little bit closer and angle this down more because there's all their toys. This is one of their hammocks. They have another one up here that's like a tube that they can go through. This is that one. And then they have another hammock up there, which is the green one. So they have 3, and then their food bowl is down there, the little green bowl. This is what the whole thing looks like from the top. They have quite a few levels actually. And their toys, their hammocks, their food, and their water and litter. And that's pretty much it. It's just a really short cage tour. Basically just toys, hammocks, food, water, everything. And that's their cage. Hi, Lola. This is a really awkward spot. I'm just going to do my outro upstairs. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment in the community section. You can comment in the community section and let me know what video you guys want to see next with what pet you want to see in the life of. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, furry friends.